Why are we here? No, seriously. Right now you're standing on the surface of a planet, a chunk of rock floating in the infinite vastness of the universe. But here's the real question. Does any of this actually mean anything? Or is existence just the result of some wildly complicated accident? Today we're diving into the biggest question of all. Why do we exist? We might not find the answer. In fact, we might just end up even more confused. But one thing's for sure, this journey is worth taking together. Hello, conscious stardust in search of meaning. Here we are, right in the middle of this weird thing we call life. We're the only species, at least as far as we know, that's aware of its own existence. But with that awareness comes the endless urge to question, who am I? What am I doing here? And why do I exist? Don't worry, you're not alone in asking these questions. Humanity's been wondering about them for thousands of years. So let's dive into this mystery with a mix of science, philosophy, and just a dash of absurdity. Let's get started. Let's start at the beginning of everything. The Big Bang. Scientists say the universe began expanding from a single point about 13.8 billion years ago. But that immediately raises some questions. What expanded, and what was it expanding into? More importantly, what was there before it all began? Some say nothing. But even that's confusing, because nothing isn't really nothing. Quantum physics tells us that even a vacuum is packed with energy. So in a way, nothing carries the potential for everything. Kind of poetic, isn't it? And then there's us. We're these tiny, self-aware specks that emerged billions of years after that massive explosion. But here's the real kicker. Why are we here? From what we can tell, the universe doesn't need conscious beings like us. Black holes, galaxies, stars, they're doing just fine without us. So where exactly do we fit into this equation? This is where science can only take us so far. Now let's dive into the philosophical side of things. Philosophers have been debating this question for thousands of years. Plato said the universe is just an illusion. Descartes famously declared, "I think, therefore I am." But modern philosophers have something far more unsettling to offer. Maybe there's no meaning at all. Maybe the universe doesn't have a purpose or a grand plan. Maybe we're just the result of chaos. But here's the strange part. The human mind doesn't like chaos. We crave meaning. We look for patterns, reasons, and order in everything. It's this need for meaning that keeps us going. It's why we've created myths, religions, and philosophies, to make sense of it all. Because accepting that everything might be meaningless, well, that's a tough pill to swallow. Why are we humans so obsessed with this question? Because we're not just a part of the universe. We're the universe becoming aware of itself. The universe found a way to experience itself, and that way is through us. Think about it. Somehow the universe took stardust and shaped it into you, me, and everyone else. And now that same stardust is drinking coffee, reading books, watching videos, and asking this very question. Why do we exist? Maybe that's the purpose of existence, to simply ask the question and chase after the answer. Do we really need to look to the future or the past to understand existence? Maybe all we need to do is focus on the present. After all, what we call the past is just a memory, and the future, it's nothing more than a guess. The only thing we truly have is this moment. This moment is a gift from existence itself. Don't underestimate it. In the endless expanse of the universe's timeline, your existence is just a fleeting spark. But that spark, it's more valuable than anything, because it's your story. In the end, we may never truly know why we exist, but simply asking the question, trying to understand ourselves, is a miracle in itself. Maybe the point isn't to find an answer, but to celebrate being part of this vast mystery. So take a moment right now, breathe, feel yourself, recognize your existence, because in the grand story of the universe, your story is unique and entirely your own. And if this video gave you something to think about, or just left you even more confused, then we've done our job. Don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, we'll be diving into the question, is the universe really a simulation? Until then, exist and enjoy it.